What's up? Hey guys, we're gonna take a little run down the road here. I got a second. I want to get a little serious here and explain to you a couple things in my life from the past. And had to go home and pack, so that's good. I've got some time alone, and I want to touch base on something really quick. So we're gonna jump on the motorbike and we're gonna run down the road. And I got something serious I want to get off my shoulders. Just passing by. Just passing by. Alright, bro. Alright guys, today, how's everybody doing? Alright, introductions. Chubbs Dubsy coming at you. We're on Walking Street. We just did a breakfast. Met up with Miss Ann this morning. Hi Ann.
Hello guys.
Looking good, Ann. How was your breakfast?
All good.
All good? Good.
Yes, all
good. Ann's got to grab a couple things. Everybody knows she's leaving for a week.
Tomorrow.
So, tomorrow you leave?
Yeah.
How long of a trip? Are you flying?
Flying.
You're flying to, where are you going?
Manila to Calibo.
Manila to Calibo. How long a flight?
1 hour 15 minutes.
1 hour 15 minutes?
Yeah.
That ain't bad. Alright guys, I'm pretty upset. Yesterday we didn't do a vlog because my Vikings lost, so I'm in mourning. I was in mourning all day. But congratulations to the Giants, they're moving on. Congratulations to Jacksonville and a couple other teams. San Francisco, I can't remember all the teams right now. But my Vikings ship, I should have probably came and rubbed the Vikings ship.
Revenge.
But I didn't.
Revenge.
We're gonna burn this down, god darn it, Vikings. You let us down again, you son bitches. Yeah, we're gonna blow this thing up today.
Get your grenade now. Grenade it.
Grenade it. Yeah, typical Vikings, let everybody down again. It's been many years. We've been to 4 Super Bowls. We've never won one. I thought this was the year. New coach, new excitement around the team. Everybody got on board and we get let down. Always next year, but I'm tired of saying that. So Vikings, pull this shit out, will ya? I want to see a Super Bowl and I want to see a win.
Better luck next year.
Better luck, man. Terrible. We're here in Johnny's. A lot of school supplies here. A lot of school supplies. A lot of arts and crafts, flags, apparel. I want to see the Balikbayan box. How to spell Balikbayan. Balikbayan. Hang on. There it is. Balikbayan box. This is what we're looking for, Mitch. I did get some great information. I'm gonna forward it to you. I want to just make sure to make it as easy as possible on you to get a Balikbayan box. The guy's based right out of Minnesota as well. Somebody had reached out. Thank you for reaching out. I can't think of your name right now, but he's done 24 or so boxes from Minnesota to the Philippines here. It's gonna take at least 2.5 months. But I do have the information and I will pull it together and forward it to you. What the hell is this?
Yeah! Ah, good for you. Good for you.
Damn, they got everything here, you guys. They got roll-ons, glasses, bug sprays, notebooks, school supplies, music. Ooh, paper plates, party supplies, arts and crafts, straws.
Disposable.
Ooh, I need, yeah, microwavable probably.
Yes,
I'm keeping those stupid ice cream things, but I don't like the black ice cream boxes, so I need some Tupperware like this. I will come back. Lids? They got lids on that?
Yes, with lids.
Oh, yeah. See? See what you find out about here?
Yeah.
It's
Microwave
all right
save.
here. Microwave save.
Yeah.
Oh my god, multiple colors. Learn something every new. Learn something new every day, guys. Oh, pitcher.
Pitcher.
Look it. I want to find concentrated juices for at home. This will be perfect. I'm gonna come back and load up. I need some of these things.
We need a fork.
Well, that's like a baby fork. My landlord took some of the utensils out of my apartment. I have one fork, so when Ann comes over and we have like a meal together at my place, we have to share the fork. And that's a pain in the ass because I want to use this fork. You know, when she's got the fork, I want the fork, and when when I have the fork, she wants the fork. You know, so like fork you. I want to. We gotta buy a new fork. Let's get ourselves a fork here. Check out the currency. Look at it. It looks like yours, all wrapped up in tape.
Yes, it's
you did that.
I'll change it. It's cash.
These are the coins, you guys. Look at that. That's a 20.
In my piggy bank.
And these are like 5s and old 5s.
Yes.
Yours, there's a 10s. Yeah, I never did show you guys the money. In fact, I'll show you right now some of the paper bills as we buy our fork. Like this is 100 pesos. And these bills, let's see, I'll show you a 500 peso. This is more than what some of the construction workers around town work for a day.
500.
And that is, I will show you how much that is. I don't know. Hundreds, 50s. Don't travel with the big thousands all the time because I just don't travel with the thousands all the time. You want to be safe. But you can if you want. But she's wondering what the hell am I doing here, filming her, counting all this money, standing here with one fork.
Chop stuff.
Chop stuff, see. Fork you. Jinmar, we're looking for ramen. Everybody chows ramen these days. I like ramen.
You like ramen?
I like ramen. Is this just a ramen store? Hello, hello. Oh my god, they got the spam here. You gotta be shitting me. It's all written in Korean. Manufactured by CJ Corporation Korea under license from Hormel in Minnesota. Look at that, it's from Minnesota, everybody.
Let me see.
Minnesota, see it?
Yes.
Oh my god, I think I remember that, but I didn't remember that. Minnesota's known for spam. Meatloaf. Log loaf. Oh, we got music. Okay, let's look around this place. Oh my god, here's the ramen selection, everybody. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my god. I like ramen. I do. Don't get me wrong, I really like a ramen now and then, but I had a bad one. I had a bone marrow ramen. I don't know which one I got, what brand, but it blew it for me. It blew it, dude. I couldn't eat ramen after that for like a month. That was Jinmart. Jinmart, Japanese Korean food. Jinmart. Jinmart.
Okay.
Jinmart. Watch out. Coming through.
I don't want to die.
No, you don't want to get hit by the milkman there on this motorcycle. He had milk in his lap. It was all full of milk. Making our way back to you, babe. All right. We got our shopping done. Watch your step, Ann.
Yes, sir.
How much are cigarettes?
Magkano yung isang stick?
Just one.
Hindi, yung isang
How much? 10?
10 per stick.
How much is a pack of cigarettes then? What does that cost?
200.
200. Okay. I don't want to know. I just wanted to say on the vlog. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody smokes here, especially on this street. When I was here, when I venture up and down this street, you guys, it is amazing. And I feel bad for all these beautiful young women that smoke cigarettes. It's a bad habit to start. Unfortunately, unfortunately, drinking and smoking go hand in hand a lot of the times, and that's what this street is all about.
Yes.
The excesses and the freedoms and the liberties that we all like to take.
Bad for them.
The fantasy land that we live here sometimes on Walking Street. It just entices your stay, your intoxication of everything that this street has to offer. So I did smoke for several years. I'm not happy about having smoked for several years. Ann doesn't smoke, thank God.
Smoke.
Never smoked. Her family hasn't smoked.
Yes.
I don't even think her father has drank alcohol. Is that what you said?
Only my brother.
Only your brother.
My father never smoked, didn't drink alcohol.
No?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him. Good for him. I'm gonna touch base here on drinking alcohol and stuff. Hensonville Jeepney. All right, what I want to talk to you guys about. Here a couple days ago, January 15th was a very important day for me. Wow, look at these guys. January 15th has some significance for me. That is the day, that is my ex-wife's birthday. Lori, shout out to you. Michael and Stephanie, stepchildren. For about 8 years we were all together. Shout out to Michael, Stephanie, Corey, if you're watching, say hi to Stephanie. Let her know I'm talking about our family situation. Here's a picture of us from back in the day when the kids were young. Lori and I were together 8 years. We were married about 3. The significance of that day, January 15th, is that was Lori's birthday at the time. It's also the day, I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story real quick. It was January 15th, 2005, and it was Lori's birthday, and I took her to the airport that morning, and I went straight to the bar. I want to say it's a Friday or Saturday. I'll look it up before I post this and show you exactly what day it was. I don't remember, but by 10 o'clock I was in the bar, and I was consuming alcohol and Jägermeister shots. I was with a friend, Brad, and it was going to be a doozy. Every day back then was a doozy because I was an alcoholic. I drank every day. I wasn't an asshole drunk or anything like that. I was kind of a stumbling drunk. I was the old, where my head would go, that's where I went. You know, you get the wobbly head. I would do something like that. But I was always a coherent, and I'd just maybe pass out. Blacked out a lot. But anyway, January 15th, I took my wife to the airport. She was going to visit folks back in Delaware. I was responsible to watch the children, who were 15 and 17, I believe, at the time. And like I said, I was in the bar by 10, and by about 4:30, 5:30 that evening, I was in jail. I had drank all morning with Brad. I went home and I jumped in my truck, my F-150. It was the middle of winter, obviously January 15th. You saw the snow that's going on in Minnesota. Well, when I got home, I jumped in my dual exhaust F-150, one of my trucks. I had a couple at the time. And I was whipping shitties in my driveway. I was whipping donuts. I was on my yard. I was on my neighbor's yard. I had the dog in the front seat with me, which I found out from police information reports afterward. The neighbor girl was so freaked out because it was so loud and it was throwing snow and I was out of control. In fact, I was across the street whipping shitties in my neighbor's yard, who was a police officer. He was standing in the window looking at me like, what in the hell are you doing? Putting his arms up. I might have flipped him off. You know, I was out of control that day. And like I said, I knew I was gonna get in trouble. It was like everything had come to a peak at that point. I was in jail by 4 or 5:30. I didn't get out of jail till that next week, which was probably on a Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, the wife was in Delaware seeing her folks. So I went to one of those bail bondsmen's and I paid them $1,000 to get me out because I was worried about the children running wild and no supervision. They were old enough to take care of themselves, but you know, what kind of father figure was I being at that point? I want to apologize to Steffi and Michael and Lori. I was an alcoholic. I was not a good father figure to children. I apologize for that. That's something I'll always regret. I won't regret the time we spent together though, because that was some of the best years of my life. You guys were my family at the time. You're still family. I love you guys. it wasn't fair to the children. I'm not going to talk about all these things that you're seeing along the way. I want to talk about what I want to talk about right now. We'll do another strip or walk up and down this. And I'll point out Rodman Steakhouse and all this next time. But it wasn't fair what I had done with the children in the previous marriage, and the stupidity that I brought into the whole thing because I was an alcoholic. It all started in college. I didn't drink in high school. I drank in college, and I took it to a whole nother level. And when I got a broad job with Best Buy out of college and moved to Delaware, that's where I fully became a professional drinker. You know, and before I knew it, I was an alcoholic. I was drinking every day. Sometimes I was having to have a beer in the morning because I felt so rough. And it was the only way I knew how to deal with some of the pain, the hangover. But anyway, yes, Stephanie, Michael, Lori. Some of those years were the best years of my life. The family situation that we were in felt so good. I wish I would have realized at that point what I had at the time, but I didn't. I didn't really recognize because I wasn't thinking so coherently. Obviously, if I'm an alcoholic, or if you're an alcoholic, the things you worry about are finding your next drink, where you're gonna have your next drink. If we have a family get together, a family reunion or something, all you want to do or you worry about is there going to be alcohol there, who's bringing the alcohol, and want to have a cocktail there to, you know, it's just ingrained in you. It's a waste of time. It's a huge waste of time worrying about where you're going to get your next drink or how it's all going to work, and then the pain you feel from being hungover and everything. So I'm not here soapboxing. I'm just bringing you a little snippet of my life. 2005, I was arrested. I got a DUI. I blew a .24, which is 2 times the legal limit. I could have lost my license. I could have lost my truck. The regulations at that point were pretty new. I had to hire an attorney. Look at these doggy dogs. I had to hire an attorney. It cost me about $10,000 US to get my ass out of the ringer I got myself into at the time. I jumped into treatment right away to make it look good for the courts. And thank God I did, because it hit home. It hit home. Look at that truck up there. That's pretty cool. I was in treatment for, I think it was about 17 to 20 weeks. Outpatient, 2 days a week, 4 hours a day. And after that wrapped up, I did another 20 or so weeks. So I did about 40 weeks. I almost did a year of treatment, outpatient. And thank God it took hold. And I haven't drank in 18 years. I'll show you a little screen that I have on my phone, an app that tells me the amount of time that I've been sober now. And I love being sober. You know, I loved to drink at the time that I was drinking. Everybody does. You know, it kind of is like a conversation lubrication. It makes you a lot more outgoing, a lot more daring, which obviously I do not need. I don't need that in my life. I'm daring and crazy and wild enough without alcohol that I don't miss it. I did miss it for a year or so. When you become sober, I couldn't watch TV commercials for over a year, beer commercials, drinking commercials. It just hurt. You know, at the time I was 35 years old, and I was in treatment with a lot of teenagers and kids in their 20s. And I remember them saying that they'll never be able to have a drink again. And that's such a young age that a lot of them relapsed. You know, relapse is a huge problem in the sober world. Thank God I've never wavered on my decision to quit drinking. It ruined a lot of things in my life. My wife had it. When she had got back from the trip that I was explaining, she basically said, you know, that's it. I'm moving out. We're gonna get a divorce. We're moving back to Delaware, which I had moved them, relocated them from Delaware to Minnesota to a better life, because the life they had been raised in with their biological father wasn't the best. But then here I come rolling in, being an alcoholic, and take them to a world that I was gonna make better for them. And I did not provide that to them. So I am sorry for that, you kids, for Lori. Everything worked out for the best. We've kept in contact. I was just there a year ago, November, for Lori's father's funeral. spent the time with Lori, reunited with the children, apologized to them. They didn't see it the way I saw it. I saw it as being a drunk and a worthless father figure at the time, and they saw it was a good time, a funny guy. Luckily they did not see it as how I saw it and how I see it now. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys, what the anniversary was on January 15th for me. It was the year that I decided to go sober. I'm ecstatic that I've been able to be sober for 18 years now. I don't miss that portion of my life. Now that I'm in a huge drinking sexual world in the Philippines here, I see it every day. I see the women who work on Walking Street who drink and smoke and sell their bodies for money. You know, I'm in personal turmoil sometimes with this, but it's the culture that they lead here. I have to learn, I have to respect that. I have to understand that. I do. I still have personal dilemmas sometimes with that. And that's fine because I'm sober and I can reason with all that. I don't just brush it aside. I don't brush stuff under the rug any longer. I speak, I communicate with who I want to communicate with. For instance, Ann and I, we're really having a good time together. We're exploring situations together, relationship wise, sort of, kind of, yes, but we don't want to commit to something. There's a lot of communication going on before we get into something like that and do a full relationship commitment. But what a special gal she is, you know, able to communicate with me. I'm able to communicate with her. It's just different eras, different times in our lives right now. In my life, in her life, she's still growing, learning, and I'm not here to tell her any differently. I'm just here to advise on what my life experiences were a little bit. So there you have it. This was the serious snippet of the vlog, everybody.
Yeah, there he is. The lovely Miss Ann.
Hello.
You gotta post it there.
All right.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
You too?
Do you want to be on the vlog?
Oh, it
You
don't
wanna
matter.
be on the
All right,
vlog?
good.
I don't
Is
crack your
already on the
camera.
A
vlog?
lot of people don't want to be on, so I just want to make sure and check sometimes.
Doesn't matter to me.
Good, good. This is John, everybody, a subscriber from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Here for what, 3 weeks I think it was?
Yeah, I leave February, first week of February.
Okay.
First week.
Go back home.
Nice, nice.
Enjoy your
Unfortunately.
stay here.
That's a good stay though. If you come, you guys, you want to make sure and stay at least 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
You know, any vacation, especially getting
enjoy
here
your
takes 2
vacation.
days sometimes. You know, it only took me about 27 hours to get here. Some guys, it can get drawn out to like 48 hours because of layovers and all. So plan ahead, and then you're gonna be tired for a day or two when you get here. So
Took me 29
hours.
I got
29
here.
hours?
Yeah, I got here. I went to sleep. It was
Because of jet lag?
yeah, it was about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I laid down. I woke at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
And I was completely exhausted.
It's amazing what it does to you.
It does.
I felt fine, but the day I arrived, I went and saw Philly Brian at like 7 a.m. in the morning at his breakfast place. I was frazzled. I introduced myself, and I wasn't myself. And I told him, I'm sorry, I'm not myself right now, but we'll meet up again. So, yeah.
It was just too much.
Jet lag is bad.
And
Jet lag.
I didn't sleep at all on the plane.
Yeah.
And I got to the airport, and I got to stay in the lounge.
Yep.
Couldn't even sleep in there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the
Shower.
excitement or if it's the anxieties for flying. I don't know what it is, but it's a different thing. I hate flying, but
I do too, but
you gotta do it.
well worth it.
It's well worth it.